gonna be honest, guys, I may not be able to post these. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm failing miserably. God, I love it. I have a great feeling about right this second. Oh, big mistake. I should have. It's yeah. I could certainly grab more than one, right? Oh man, guys, I don't know about this. Man, I really needed to get here like 20 minutes sooner. They just don't look good. Oh, this is so frustrating. What is going on, everybody? I have had a heck of a time trying to get my cameras and my audio and all the things sorted out. But yeah, we're rolling with it. We're figuring it out as we go. So right now we're heading to my second storage unit. I've got 2 units. I just got this unit. Which actually, I think I know where I'm going. Yeah. I got a new unit. One, because my old unit was a interior unit that had a hallway you had to go down, and it was a pain in the butt to try and maneuver couches through it. So yeah, I wanted to get one that I could drive up to so that it's a lot easier to move couches. And unfortunately, the unit that I was at, they wanted to charge a bunch of fees, and they made the process kind of convoluted to get moved, so I decided that I would just find something else. And it's also okay though, because the new unit is much bigger and I needed to do that anyway. So but yeah, I am trying to figure this out as I go. The vlogging component of this, I'm wanting to make these videos both educational and entertaining. I'm in a bit of a rush because I've got about maybe 30 minutes worth of daylight left, and it's not ideal. It's hard to make all of this happen before dark when it's February and it gets dark at 6 o'clock and I get off at 5. So but yeah, working with what we got. Well, I just missed my turn, so that's good. I thought it was that turn back there. Turns out it was. So anyway, yeah, today we're gonna try to get some, goodness gracious. We're gonna try to quickly get a couch and a chair that I just recently got staged and photos taken so that we can get them posted for sale. I picked this up Monday, and I tried to record that for you guys, but unfortunately had a lot of issues with my camera setup, and the video was just not very good. So this is, I guess, take 2 of my first vlog. But anyways, guys, we are here, and I will see y'all here in just a second. We're back. Oh, come on. Goodness gracious. Oh, all right, guys. Like I said, I am scrambling around to get some couches posted, because we are almost out of daylight. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if I have enough time to set this up. Probably not. Okay, all right, what's up guys? We're at the storage unit. Like I said just a minute ago, we are running out of daylight, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab, these are the 2 couches I'm posting. By the way, I know I look a bit goofy with the all the cameras, but as I said a minute ago, I'm trying to run before I can walk with the vlogging component of this. But anyway, so I've got 2, these are Lane leather couches, pretty nice couches. I bought them for 350 bucks the other day. I got a really good deal. Hoping I can sell them for 600 plus, but we'll see. So I'm gonna wheel these across, and I'm gonna turn and start doing that, and I'll switch to these cameras. So one thing I was just looking at on the staging, so obviously you can tell this looks pretty nasty with just the, I mean, it's, I guess just mostly water, but that's all dry, so it's not going to be a big deal to wheel them over there. Oh goodness, it is cold. Just pick this thing up. You guys get to watch me be really stubborn. It's not too heavy. All right. Disaster couch. The couch that got dirtier as we cleaned it. Gotta love it. Holy crap, dude, it is cold. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I may not be able to post these because I would really like to. I like to be pretty detailed, and this is just me really rushing around, and I don't like that. Yeah, I don't have a great feeling about right this second. Oh, big mistake. I should have yeah, I should have certainly got a vacuum. That's okay. Well, on this, so the thing is, oh my gosh, dude, I'm failing miserably. I think it's too cold to be applying this conditioner. It's like 28-ish degrees. You don't want to slide the wooden legs across the concrete. Okay. Angle that. Anyway, like I said, I'm in a bit of a rush. I should have vacuumed these, and I will vacuum them. I typically like to lift up the cushions to show underneath. And so what I'll do this time is, I mean, I just won't take photos, right, of the underneath, and I will, I'll just make sure it's clean, obviously, before I sell it. And so yeah, this one's gonna need some vacuuming for sure, but that's okay. I guess the good news is we do have the lights, so all right. I guess I can explain. I mean, obviously I'm taking photos. Staging is really important. That's one thing. This is true for actually that, well, I say anything. What's up, guys? I have been working on this first video and realized I was trying to explain the importance of staging and taking good photos, and I just did not do a great job. What I was trying to explain here is that staging and taking photos are probably one of the most important parts of couch flipping. Now, that's assuming that you've got a good piece and it's clean and all the other things, but and so when I first started, I thought man, I've got to have an entire dedicated staging area. And I would go through Marketplace and I would see these other couch flippers and think, or I would see these other couch flippers posting in front of storage units, and I would think, oh man, like, I don't think it's bad, but like, it feels like everyone does that, and I want to be different. I want to stand out. And I will say it is totally fine to have a full-on staging area. In fact, I think if you can do it, by all means. I have a full-on staging area. When I say full-on, I have a 10 by 10 backdrop. I've got a 10 by 10 piece of carpet. I had a rug, some end tables. I even had some plants and some decorative stuff. And I would take really good quality staged photos. But what I found is that, one, the 10 by 10 backdrop is not necessarily big enough to do most couches, because you have to understand, as you're taking good photos, you got to create some distance between you and the couch. You know, you would think, well, of course that's an easy fix. I could just get another backdrop. But then I get into the second issue of, you know, now I've got this whole 20 foot of wall, and then however many feet, you know, deep that I've taken up. So essentially it kind of gets to the point where you almost need a full-on dedicated staging space that would take up, you know, if you're like me, I'm sure most of you are doing this in your garage, it's going to take up nearly half your garage. And then on top of that, if you're doing a few couches at a time like I do, it gets kind of, it starts to become a pain to maneuver everything around just to get some photos of one couch. So I started taking them in front of storage units. It hasn't seemed to affect me at all in my cells, and you know, I think people are kind of used to seeing stuff at stage or at storage units, especially furniture. I don't think that deters people. I also think, you know, you could potentially argue, I know this is a bit of a stretch, but you could potentially say that people are, I think, picking up on couch flipping, and in some cases, I think, in some ways, I think that could potentially be a good thing, because they know if you have a good reputation and good reviews on your Facebook profile or whatever app or sales thing you're using, if they have reviews and stuff, of course. But I think that could almost communicate, oh, they like, yeah, I'm going to pay a little bit extra, but I'm going to get the delivery service, and I'm going to get, you know, it ideally should be cleaned and guaranteed that it should be a good quality piece. Again, assuming you're not selling junk and lying about it. But so that's kind of my take on staging. And, you know, should I build a staging area? Should I do it in front of a storage unit? Is it bad to do it in front of a storage unit? I think by all means, if you can build a staging area, go for it. I don't think it's necessary. I think people are just fine looking at, you know, furniture area that's been photographed in front of a storage unit. And so, yeah, the other really quick thing is, you know, natural light is the best light to take photos in. And so by getting it outside, you know, out in the storage unit. Now, of course, maybe you have a storage unit or a staging area that, or maybe you have staging lights, or right, you can solve that with a staging area, but I'm just saying that doing it out in the storage unit area just makes that pretty simple and easy. One other quick thing, I know I just said one quick thing, one last quick thing that I forgot to mention. The other nice thing about a storage unit is the background is consistent. Yeah, it may not be as aesthetically pleasing as like a full-on staging area where it looks like it's inside of your home, but it's still, you've got this nice concrete slab. Again, you've got the lighting, the natural lighting. You've got a consistent background, and I think in a lot of ways it does look nice by taking it in front of the storage unit. So that's all I had, guys. Like I said, I wanted to briefly try and re-explain all of that, so I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Anyway, okay, so we're going to take some good photos. Again, I'm out of daylight. Ideally, we would be taking these when we had daylight, but it is what it is. Let's see. Can I do anything with this? Okay, I don't know. I'm trying too hard. You know, right now, well, you can also make them look worse than they are. Yeah, like that just really looks bad on the camera. This is why natural light's the best. Gosh, it still just looks, it just looks so much more scratched and scuffed than it really is. That's frustrating. Oh man, guys, I don't know about this. Man, I really needed to get here like 20 minutes sooner. They just don't look good in the dark. Oh, this is so frustrating. Well, we'll get what we can get and post them regardless. And if they don't get a lot of attention, then we'll just have to come back and take better photos. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Like I said, it's hard to do this when you get off work at 5 o'clock and it gets dark at 6. It's just, yep, it's just hard to beat the sunset. So, all right, so we got these two photographed, and I'm gonna pause, get these back in here, and then I will give another quick update. All right, guys. Well, that didn't quite go as planned. It's really cold. It gets dark way too early, and I'm still trying to figure out the vlogging component of this. But one thing I've been wanting to do is give you guys just an inventory update, because as I mentioned earlier, I bought a whole bunch of inventory and then decided, well, I had already decided to do the vlogging, but you know, I hadn't quite gotten everything set up. So I will do that really quick. I forgot the ottoman. It's sitting over there. I'll get that in a minute. But Monday, I got these two as a set for $350. This is a Lane leather, genuine leather. I think this is a really good buy. Like I said, I wish I would have had some better lighting, and it's possible that I will this may have been a wash. I may have to come out tomorrow and leave my house a bit sooner and take pictures of these in the daylight. But like I said, it is what it is. I've at least got photos this evening. I will get them posted, and if I don't get any hits, then I will just assume it's because of the poor quality photos. I'm not sure how well I explained what I was trying to say earlier, just as far as, you know, taking your pictures and staging. But anyway, so back to the inventory update. We've got these two now photos taken. Again, hopefully we don't have to come back. The same day, Monday, I also picked up these two. Now, these are a much cheaper set. This actually might be genuine leather. I think it could be. But unfortunately, they do, like, there's a tear there. There's a tear there. And then this one actually has a relatively, well, no, it's not. It's a big tear. And so, to be honest, I wasn't too excited about getting these. I paid $270 for the set. I certainly think I could make my money back. I was a little hesitant to, after I had gotten there. I don't know. I didn't want to say no. It was a younger kid. I would have certainly said no if I thought it was a terrible deal. I think I could make some money on these. So $270 for these, $350 for these. Trying to sell them as a set. However, I would entertain selling them separately. Situations where I would entertain selling them separately, of course, is, I paid $270 for them, right? So someone offers me $350 for this. Well, that just paid for both of them. I made a little bit of money. I turn around and sell that for $150, and I'm doing okay. Same with this, right? If someone says, hey, I don't want the couch, but I want the chair, I may try to work a deal where I'm getting, on a more expensive set, I would probably try to entertain, okay, I want to at least get what I paid for, $350 for just this. That would obviously be worth it. That's also pretty steep, probably, although then again, this is a more expensive set. I mean, these two pieces alone are probably, combined, probably up in the $1,500-ish range, probably more than that, to be honest. But of course, they're used. You're never going to get, new prices or even close. But yeah, so when it comes to selling sets, if someone says, well, I only want one of the two, you just kind of have to figure out what pricing would
be of value to you in that scenario, right? So probably wouldn't let that go separately. That's gonna sell. I don't know that it would sell easier, but I think I would probably get the max amount of money by keeping these as a set. These I don't care as much about because again, they're just cheaper. This is what I call disaster couch. So long story short, totally got lied to. Now I also blame myself because I didn't, it's really my fault at the end of the day that I paid, or that I went and looked at the couch physically, and I guess I didn't realize how dirty it is. Now, as I'm saying that, if the camera is picking this up today, ironically, this is far worse than what it was when I got it. The couch actually looked cleaner before I started cleaning it, and I think the reason for that is as I was cleaning it, of course I'm pulling dirt, years worth of dirt. I don't know exactly how old this is, but regardless, years worth of dirt, through the fabric. And so I don't know what I'm going to do about this. I paid 125 bucks. I bought this nearly 6 months ago when I was couch flipping last year, and I just, towards like June, July, August-ish. And at that point, I started to slow down on the couch flipping. So, it's been sitting. Finally decided I'm going to clean it. This, ironically, I thought this was going to be the easiest couch to clean. I've got 2 more that I got around the same time that I got this last year that are also sitting in my garage. And I remember looking at this and I thought, oh man, this is going to be the easy one. I'll knock this out and then I'll start on the other 2. It turns out, no, this one was the absolute worst. So, okay guys, well, I think I've given you all the updates that I can give as far as this unit goes. I have another storage unit. Probably not going to go there tonight, but I can give you guys an update on those, what I've got in inventory there. And then we're fixing to go back to my house, and I'm hoping to get one more couch done and talk about the inventory there. So I believe that's it for now. I'm going to load some things up and catch you guys on the next one.